Threats of violence against Supreme Court justices. Montgomery County, Maryland, home of Justice Brett Kavanaugh, is now cracking down on protests outside of his house. They began in May following a leaked draft opinion signaling the court was willing to overturn federal abortion protections. Tom Dempsey is live at the Supreme Court to explain what steps local law enforcement is now taking. Tom?
Hey, good morning, Mitch. Yeah, this morning, police in the county where Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh lives say they really support peaceful demonstrations. But if any further picketing or protesting and big gatherings happen outside the homes of Supreme Court justices, people could face arrests, and that's due to local laws. Look, we saw a lot of these protests and gatherings, especially after that draft opinion got leaked back in early May, overturning Roe versus Wade. Those events organized by abortion rights supporters and really targeting the homes of conservative justices. NewsNation even saw some of these. I was out there, we saw the signs, heard the chants when these all happened, and the crowds can really vary in size. We want to show you one of them that we covered back in early June. This is outside Brett Kavanaugh's home in Montgomery County, Maryland. The gatherings continue to be very peaceful. We will note that, but people living nearby are subject to things like hearing loud chants during the night, or maybe some bullhorns and drums being played. But similar gatherings outside the homes were also reported outside Supreme Court Justices Clarence Thomas and Samuel Alito's house. Warnings that come after the Supreme Court marshal sent a letter to the governor of Maryland and the county executive of Montgomery County earlier this month, reminding them of the laws prohibiting standing and protesting outside private homes. The Supreme Court marshal said violating those laws could lead to fines and jail time, and they are calling on police to enforce those laws. Again, lots of things to follow with this story. Again, many of these demonstrations have been peaceful, but it's important to note, even last month, there was a man from California arrested near the home of Justice Brett Kavanaugh after he allegedly traveled all the way from California, armed with a gun, with zip ties, with pepper spray, threatening to murder Brett Kavanaugh. He was later arrested and remains behind bars this morning. We'll also note Congress passed legislation granting extra security to the homes and families of Supreme Court justices. Guys?
All right, that's Tom Dempsey live in Washington, D.C. this morning. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.